So you finish cancer treatment, whether it was weeks or years ago, you may still be asking yourself, why am I still so tired? I hear this all the time from my patients. I expected to feel like myself by now, but I still don't have as much energy as I used to. Post-cancer fatigue is real, and there are some surprising reasons it lingers for long after treatment is over. And the worst part is that it can prevent you from doing things that you want to do or need to do. But what most people don't realize is how badly cancer treatment depletes you of nutrients. It makes you lose muscle mass. It messes with your metabolism. There's a lot of reasons your fatigue can linger for weeks or months or even years for some people. Now, obviously, cancer treatments themselves cause fatigue because they put your body through a lot. So if you're still healing, that's likely the cause. But if you've been struggling for months or years after finishing treatment, I'm going to tell you about 5 potential underlying causes for it. I want to help you figure out the root cause of it and give you some effective ways to move past it. It can be really hard to figure out what the root cause of fatigue is because it can be from a number of different things combined. So as I go over these 5 things, you may realize that more than one of them could apply to you. Let's get into it. Number 1, you might literally be running on empty. This is something your doctor likely wouldn't have mentioned, and it doesn't get nearly enough attention. It's how cancer treatment depletes you of certain essential nutrients. Chemo, radiation, surgery, medications can wipe out your body's reserves of essential vitamins and minerals like iron or magnesium, for example, and those levels don't always bounce back on their own. Even years after treatment, you can still be deficient in them. Your body may be scraping by on fumes, so no wonder you're exhausted. And you may also be dealing with brain fog, irritability, and even have trouble sleeping because of it too. So I want to quickly go over 4 of the most common nutrient deficiencies I see in cancer survivors. Number 1, vitamin D. Whether you've had cancer or not, over 40% of adults in the US are deficient in vitamin D. Honestly, if you're going to take any supplement at all, I highly recommend taking vitamin D3. It's essential for so many things like your energy, mood, immune system, and most importantly, it helps to prevent cancer recurrence. Another really important one is vitamin B12. Your body needs it to make red blood cells and keep your nerves working properly. And yet, it's rarely tested for after cancer treatment. Also, iron. If your iron is low, your body doesn't carry oxygen as efficiently, which means you get exhausted doing even simple things like walking up the stairs or carrying groceries. And last but not least, magnesium. If you find yourself still really tired when you wake up in the morning, or you're waking up multiple times throughout the night, get your magnesium levels checked. I see this deficiency all the time in cancer survivors. Now, before you run out and buy all these supplements, the most important thing to know is what you're deficient in. These can all be checked with a simple blood test. No detective work needed. But don't just accept always feeling tired now as your new normal. It's easy to ask your doctor to check your vitamin levels, because you deserve to feel better. Okay, moving on. Common underlying factor number 2 for fatigue is insulin resistance. This one is very sneaky and it can catch you off guard. Insulin is the hormone that helps to move sugar or glucose from your blood into your cells so they can use it for energy. But when you're insulin resistant, your cells can't use sugar as efficiently for energy, so you feel tired. And insulin resistance isn't just something diabetics have. You can struggle with it for years before your blood sugar levels hit that danger zone. In fact, 1 out of 3 adults in the US are insulin resistant, and most of them don't even know it. Now listen to this. Cancer treatments obviously put your body through a ton of stress. Your inflammation levels can spike, your hormones shift, you may gain or lose weight, and you may have to take steroids or other medications to manage your side effects. And all of these things can affect how your body responds to insulin and make you insulin resistant. But here's where it gets tricky. Insulin resistance doesn't always show up on standard lab tests, like a fasting glucose or A1C test. And even if your blood sugar levels appear normal, if you're insulin resistant, your cells could still be starving for energy. So if you suspect that you do have some insulin resistance because you've been feeling tired, foggy, and craving carbs to stay awake, the good news is it's totally reversible. I have several other videos on how to reverse it, but basically it's through making some simple changes like eating more protein and fiber and less carbs, doing intermittent fasting, walking after big meals, or getting into strength training to build some muscle back. Making these changes can dramatically improve your insulin sensitivity and restore your energy. Okay, underlying reason number 3 for cancer-related fatigue is that you lost muscle. Muscles are like your energy bank account, and cancer treatments make some serious withdrawals. Between being less active than usual, taking medications, not eating enough protein, it's normal to lose muscle mass even if you didn't lose a lot of weight. And this matters because muscle plays a huge role in helping you get energy from the food you eat. When you have less muscle, your metabolism slows down, so your energy drops. Your body literally doesn't have the fuel tank it used to. Now, I get it. If you're already exhausted, even the idea of working out can feel overwhelming. You may be thinking, I can barely get through the day. How am I supposed to work out? Well, you don't have to start out pumping iron at the gym. And you shouldn't. Just start small. Like 5 minutes a day small. Do some squats holding onto a chair. Do a resistant band workout. Or some body weight exercises like planks while you're watching TV. The more muscle you gently rebuild, the more energy you'll have to do the things you care about, like playing with your kids, going for a walk, or just getting through the day. Now, if you're still thinking, well, I take a multivitamin, my vitamin levels should be fine, I eat a low-carb diet, so I shouldn't be too insulin resistant, and I've been exercising pretty regularly, but I'm still more tired than usual. Well, underlying factor number 4 is something you've likely never heard of. Your mitochondria may still be damaged from cancer treatment. Let's go back to high school biology for a second. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of your cells. They're like little engines producing energy for your body to function. Every step you take, every heartbeat, every breath, all of it depends on your mitochondria doing their job. But the problem is that cancer treatment can seriously damage them. Chemo, radiation, and medications can disrupt how your mitochondria work, so they no longer produce energy as efficiently. And when your mitochondria are sluggish or impaired, your entire body feels it. Now, unfortunately, we can't test for this with standard blood work, but that doesn't mean it's not real. In fact, studies have shown that mitochondrial damage from chemo can persist for years after you've finished. So, healing your mitochondria does take time, but you don't have to just sit back and wait. There are powerful nutrients that can help to kickstart them again. The most common is coenzyme Q10. It's a molecule that your body actually makes to help your mitochondria produce energy. But during cancer treatments, your levels of it can plummet. So adding it back through supplements can really help with your energy levels. Another is alpha-lipoic acid, ALA. This one helps fight oxidative stress, and it supports the enzymes that your mitochondria need to work efficiently. Now, obviously these supplements aren't a magic fix, but for some people, they can be real game changers. Okay, last but definitely not least, underlying factor number 5 is that your body is actually still healing. Unfortunately, cancer treatments don't just affect cancer cells, they can impact every part of your body. Your gut, your hormones, your immune system, your nervous system, your muscles. It can disrupt your sleep, your appetite, change how your body absorbs nutrients, processes stress, and even how it manages inflammation. So healing doesn't end when treatment does. Even if you're now cancer-free, your body may still be rebuilding itself. And that deep kind of cellular healing takes a lot of time and a lot of energy. You may still need extra sleep, quiet mornings, afternoon naps, or extra supplements. So if you're watching this and nodding your head, I want you to know that there are solutions. You're not doomed to be tired forever. Years after treatment, your fatigue could be a combination of all the things we talked about. But with the right support, it can get better. And since your diet is another key factor to having more energy after cancer, I'm leaving you with another important video to watch next, and I'll see you next week.